Picture this. You step outside, look up at the night sky, searching for that familiar, glowing silver orb that's watched over us since the very dawn of humanity. But it's just gone, wiped from the cosmos in the absolute blink of an eye. No warning whatsoever, just a terrifying bottomless void. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to explore a truly dramatic, high-stakes scenario. Okay, let's dive right into this. I know, it sounds like pure science fiction, right? But this premise actually triggers a very real, strictly scientifically accurate domino effect. What if the moon simply vanished? Today, we're breaking down exactly what would happen to our oceans, our climate, and our very way of life if Earth suddenly lost its ancient partner. Now, to truly understand what we stand to lose here, we've got to understand what we actually have. For roughly 4.5 billion years, the moon has faithfully orbited Earth. It's not just some inert rock floating out there. It's an essential partner. It's actively shaped our environment and literally guided evolution. It's woven right into the fabric of our world. Section 1, the Great Disappearance, a sudden gravity shift.
Section 2, stilling the oceans, losing ocean tides.
So, the very first domino to fall wouldn't actually be something we'd see, but something the entire planet would feel. A massive, sudden shift in gravity. The immediate impact hits our waters. You see, the moon's immense gravity is responsible for creating the vast majority of our roaring ocean tides. But if it vanishes, well, we're left with only solar tides, and the sun's gravitational pull on our oceans is incredibly weak by comparison. We would instantly drop from massive, churning lunar tides to just gentle ripples dictated solely by the sun.
And this sudden stillness, it brings severe, immediate disruption to coastal ecosystems and marine life. Complex habitats, think tidal pools and estuaries, they rely entirely on that reliable churning rhythm to circulate nutrients and oxygen. Without it, shallow habitats would literally just stagnate and dry up. It would be an immediate, absolutely devastating biological shock across the globe.
Section 3, plunging into darkness. Much darker nights. As the oceans calm and the sun sets on that first moonless day, we'd face the next immediate consequence: profound, pitch-black darkness. This triggers a massive biological chain reaction for nocturnal life. Animal migration? Completely thrown off course. Natural navigation systems would fail entirely without their primary celestial beacon. And on top of that, species reproduction is severely impaired, because countless creatures time their breeding cycles perfectly with lunar phases. This darkness wouldn't just be frightening, it'd be practically blinding.
Section 4, the climate chaos, losing Earth's anchor. Now, beyond the surface effects, the true horror lies in a hidden, devastating mechanical impact on the planet itself, Earth's axial tilt. Right now, we enjoy relatively stable, predictable seasons, and that's entirely because the moon's massive gravitational presence stabilizes the angle of our rotation. It acts like a giant invisible anchor. Without it, our planetary stabilizer is just gone, and that delicate climatic balance we take for granted is completely shattered.
Looking at our present era, a stabilized tilt gives us those dependable seasons we absolutely rely on for survival. But as we look to the long-term future, without the moon acting as our anchor, the Earth slowly begins to wobble. Over millennia, we'd enter a distant epoch of major climate and seasonal changes. We're talking apocalyptic shifts here. Sometimes we'd be tilted at extreme angles directly toward the sun, and sometimes we'd be freezing in the dark. It's a slow but completely unstoppable progression of climate chaos.
Section 5, impact on human civilization, adapting to survive.
With our planet wildly fluctuating like that, human civilization would definitely be forced to adapt to a deeply unpredictable, chaotic environment. Fishing and coastal industries would be completely decimated by the loss of those lunar tides. Global agriculture and infrastructure would be in a constant struggle against radically altered weather patterns. And looking outward, future lunar space exploration is permanently changed. Our closest cosmic stepping stone, it's simply gone. Make no mistake, every critical sector of global society would be transformed forever.
Section 6, Earth's moonless future, a new world.
So, zooming out way beyond human history, how does the story of planet Earth actually resolve itself? Well, life would survive, but ecosystems and evolution would gradually adapt to this new world without the moon. Nature is relentless, right? Over millions of years, deep ocean biomes and diverse flora and fauna would evolve to survive in that wildly shifting climate. Earth would eventually become completely alien compared to what we know today, but life would find a way to push forward in the absolute silence of a moonless sky.
Which brings us to a crucial, lingering thought. As we've seen throughout this explainer, the moon is far, far more than just some beautiful object sitting in the night sky. It's literally the silent, gravitational guardian of our world's long-term stability. Seeing this incredible, delicate web of connections it holds together, we really have to ask, are we taking our silent, essential partner for granted? Next time you step outside and look up, take a moment to truly appreciate that glowing silver sphere, because without it, our world as we know it would cease to exist. Thanks for exploring this with me today, and as always, keep your curiosity focused on the stars.